haven't done probably for 20 years. It's not our Cricket House album, so it must be more recent than that. But, maybe not. World Turns.
And
on a song that we haven't done for 20 odd years.
Another day. Yes, this is sunset time here, so
yeah.
The last verse, sunset, we thought, you know, being by the sea, we should go back to this song. It's called Azure and Turquoise, and I wrote it when we were on a holiday at Stradbroke Island in Jerrybar, one of the beautiful sand islands just off the coast of Brisbane. Back in, it would have been in the year 2000-ish.
Yeah, look at it.
Because we recorded it that year and released it on the Crooked House album, 2000. So that's
Long time ago.
26 years ago.
Yeah.
And I originally played it on piano.
Yes.
I composed it on the piano, and we don't have the piano with us
And
here on
I
holiday.
never played any solos in it at all or anything.
Yeah,
so we
you
just
did,
threw
you did.
this. Did I?
Yeah.
No, I threw this together today. I don't remember doing that. Don't remember doing that at all. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
We did
So we ended on
instrumental.
we ended on the same song. That's always a good sign.
And we just about remembered the words. But yeah, we're half an hour ago I was actually asleep. I was having a nap. But that's what holidays are really good for, aren't they? Resting. That's what they're meant to be for. But often we go on holidays, like our big trip in January was to Bali for our wedding anniversary. And although we did have moments of rest, you're in Bali, so you've got to go out and see things. So every day was pretty busy, whereas here we've been to this particular spot at Coromandel on the Sunshine Coast, a beautiful Cubby country. We've been to this place 3 times. I think it's our 3rd time. Yeah, so a big thank you to Rel and Gary for letting us come and stay here. The first time we came here, it was early 2024, and then we came here last year.
We did.
We sort of come around February, March, around time for your birthday.
That's true.
And here we are again, feeling very, very blessed to be here. But it's been raining.
Yeah, it's been raining
so
quite
much.
a lot. First day and a bit was really lovely and sunny and all the rest of it. And we were planning going on bicycle rides, but yesterday and today it's been torrential. I suspect it has been further south in Brisbane too, but it's been
like squalls blowing through every half an hour. A big squall of rain comes in.
So you can't really trust it to go off on a 2-hour bike ride or
So
longer.
we've just been really relaxing, resting.
Yeah.
But as you can see, there's a really big, dark, heavy purple cloud just on the other side of the lake here. The ocean is just right there. The lake empties out into the ocean. Well, it's sort of an estuary rather than a lake, but they do call it Coromandel Lake.
They call it Coromandel Lake, but it's not really closed off at all. In fact, Kath was languishing in the water just at the mouth of the lake here and started getting dragged out through a little rivulet into the sea. So that was, and it was pretty powerful too. So obviously it drains and fills from the sea. So it's not really a lake. But anyway, not to worry. Good to see you.
It's good to see you all. I've actually got the laptop here so that I can
trying to monitor
read
everything
your comments without having to duck down.
Crawling right the way over to the phone.
So Robin is here. Hello, Robin. And Robin says 38mm so far in our gauge today.
Yeah,
that's
doesn't surprise me.
That's a lot of rain, isn't it? So yes, hello to Robin and Andrew, who are always here for a cuppa with Kath and Jay.
Oh, that's nice.
Alan is here. Hello, Alan. Alan says, I'm playing your song, Lucky Premonition, on my radio show, Protest Reviews on Z Digital, next Wednesday from 6 p.m. I believe Kath wrote it in iHeart Songwriting Club to the theme Premonition. Yes, I did. You're absolutely right. We wrote it together. It was a co-write.
Kath had got the germ of the whole thing together. In fact, we finished it here, right?
We wrote it from beginning to end in this room. But then we took it home and we...
I'd written a separate Premonition song completely, but we've just let that go because this one sort of worked. So
this one was great.
We don't need more than one Premonition song.
And Lucky Premonition, it was born here in this room, in this spot. And it is the title track, or not the title track, it is I guess it is the title song of our upcoming concert.
Upcoming concert on the 21st of March, 2 o'clock in Kingston Butter Factory in the Butterbox Theatre. Be there or be square.
Absolutely square. So square. You'll be so square, you're a cube if you're not there.
Who else have we got?
Thank you, Alan.
Hey,
that's really kind of you.
Morning, Claire.
I do remember, we're getting two conversations going now. I do remember that you were in the songwriting club at the same time as we had the theme Premonition. And A good morning to Claire in the UK, a good morning to Lisa in the UK, and a good evening from Amanda in rainy Logan. It's raining here too, Amanda.
Yeah.
It's really
We spoke to our son earlier. He's back home in Logan, and he said it had been raining.
So Sharon Opie is here as well. Hi Sharon. Is it raining where you are? She says it's nice to be tuning in on a Friday night. Yeah, it's great. We've done a couple of Saturday nights this month, and one Friday at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be back on a Friday.
Yeah.
All right, so I think because it's raining, we're going to do the song that we wrote in New Orleans when it was raining. Ha 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 ha.
Because we've been in this rain here, and we were in the rain down there.
It was, a cyclone that was actually threatening at that time.
It felt a bit cyclonic here last night, actually. The wind was really blowing a bit of a gale. We had to shut all the windows and close down the shutters because it was really rattling things up here. We were sort of on not quite the top floor of a block of flats. And
it is the top floor.
there's one of us.
No, that's just roof.
No,
It's not a flat.
No, there's somebody up there.
Is there? You can't get up there in the
That's
lift.
why you can't get to it, that's right.
How do they get there? Oh, maybe they have a secret key
I believe
for
they
them
do.
to change the lift. Well, Rel and Gary, they can tell us whether this is true or not. Help us solve the mystery. I'm trying to just tune my violin. It's
You doing
being
all
a
right?
little bit sticky. Are you in tune? I think I'm in tune. You're not. Not quite. Paul Norwood, hello Paul.
Oh,
Good to see you.
These are all way out there.
Paul is always there. I could tell.
He doesn't, literally just tuned it.
Paul is always here for a cuppa with Kath and Jay as well. And he says, hello Kath and Jay, I hope you're enjoying your getaway. Good evening and morning to everybody. I hope you're well. It's good to be here to listen and enjoy your songs and music. Yeah, thank you Paul. And Jan Breeze is here. Good morning, Kath and Jay. Just back from a rainy school run. Also, it's raining in the UK as well as here. And because it's raining here, it's going to get dark behind us a lot earlier than it would have if it wasn't raining.
Yeah, we'd hope to have a lovely,
But at least we can hear.
colourful sunset to show you. But
We can still hear and feel the ocean behind us, which is
hear the
good.
cicadas.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Oh no, I'm not going to count in yet because you know what? I want to stand up and have a bit more space for my bow to move.
Don't poke me in the evening.
Chair over here. Here we go. In Your Rain, from our very first album, recorded in Cairns in late '97 and released in March of 1998, our first full-length album.
So only,
It was also recorded in Memphis a week after we wrote it in New Orleans in the
only
Sun
28
Sessions EP. Here we
28
go.
years ago.
That was 1995, the Sun Sessions. 1, 2, 3.
It's a slow New Orleans morning and the hoodoo's coming down. Jean Lafitte's just open, so honey, let me drown in your rain. In your rain.
And there's tape across the window. There's a hurricane threatening. No cream for my coffee, but there's sugar on the window. In your rain.
don't even know how I could have managed it.
I've never heard that
No,
before.
oh well, there we go.
Surprise!
Shows you it's alive and we're still playing jazz.
That's right.
whether we intend to or not. All right.
Oh, I love going back and singing songs from our early songwriting days because they're just full of memories. I can remember us sitting in that cafe in New Orleans, not typing, scratching out the lyrics on a serviette, and how we'd just been at that op shop that didn't have any milk. They offered me coffee at the op shop. And I said, yeah, I'd love a coffee. And they said, oh, we don't have any cream. And I was like, that's okay. I don't have cream normally in my coffee. But they meant milk in New Orleans. And I don't normally drink completely black coffee. It's a little bit too tart for me, a little strong. So I was like, oh, okay, black coffee. That's what you mean when you say there's no cream. So that made its way into verse 2, no cream for my coffee. And the other story was the shoe shine. Well,
the shoe shine scammers.
A few stories in there, but the shoe shine scammers that charged us
$20 for a shoe shine we didn't want.
Yeah, I think $25 in the end, wasn't it?
No, I gave them a $20
note. We didn't get any change.
They said it was going to be $5. Well, I gave them, and I said, have you got change? And they went, yeah. And I said, okay. And I handed the note to them, and they all took off in different directions. No hope of ever getting that back. So we learnt a lot on the streets of New Orleans.
We did. It was my first trip overseas, actually. Yeah. It was incredible. We were there on the gospel singing tour with Tony Buckett. It was the first time he'd taken a group of Australians to Australia specifically to go into African American Baptist churches and sing gospel music with him leading us. We sort of formed an impromptu choir, a choir that was just for that tour. We hadn't met half of the people that were on it, maybe more.
Maybe
a lot of them were from
we only knew maybe 2 other people.
Yeah.
Something like that out of 18, so I guess 14 people we didn't really know.
We didn't really know, but we formed a choir with them for that 2.5 weeks of touring around.
In African American Baptist churches, and it was crazy.
It was crazy good. It was also really confronting in lots of ways too, but just an incredible cultural experience. We feel very lucky that we got to do that, and got to record at Sun Studios, where Elvis had been discovered.
We started his recording career.
And that was our first EP, recorded there, and we released it at Woodford Folk Festival at the end of that year, so 1995. We were very busy between October 95 when we went to the States and did that tour, that gospel singing tour, and by 2 months later we had the EP ready to release.
We did. And we've been to
we went to New Zealand for Jade's final
because we had the artwork. We had the artwork for the EP done in New Zealand because we knew if we left it to come back to Australia, it would be too late.
And Andy Bassett in New Zealand, we met him over there, and he was the guy who could do the mastering.
Yeah.
So it
did that for us.
Recorded in Memphis, in the Sun Studios. It was mastered in New Zealand, in New Plymouth. Taranaki, and then the artwork was put together in Brisbane and then released at Woodford Folk Festival. We've still got some copies of the Sun Sessions.
Not very many, and I'm hanging on to them because they're rare as hen's teeth now.
But before we went to, and this is all just before we got married as well. Before we went to New Orleans, we finished our first song together. In the June.
That's right.
And I don't want to really go too much into the story behind it, but I just would like to sing it for you.
Song that I started on a train from Manchester to Hereford, where I was living in the UK, and I could not get my head around how to finish the thing or how to complete it. And when we got together, Kat said, "Have you got any songs that we can work on?" And I said, "Yeah, I've got this one." And if we can't finish it, it doesn't matter because it's maybe just a song that you can't finish. But if we can finish it together, that's a win. So this is what it was. Of course, I was playing guitar on it to start with, and Catherine said, "Stop playing guitar." And I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Because we're going to do it a cappella." And I said, "What shall I do?" And she said, "Well, you do the beatboxing." So that was how she got the lead vocal. It's pretty sneaky when you come down to it, but I think she was right to do it.
your mama's prayers have all been heard. Fly away, little bird, fly away. One more, a hungry mouth we do not need. There are 1,000 others here. We can barely feed. Fly away, little bird, fly away to a better world where your mama's prayers have all been heard. Fly away, little bird, fly away. Oh, in Bon Jesus we fall upon our knees. Our tears are crystallized to sweet and sovereignty. Set my body free. Fly away, oh little bird, fly away to a better world where your mama's prayers have all been heard. Fly away, little bird, fly away, little bird, fly away.
Little Birds, 1995. June 1995.
Yeah, we were actually not far from here at the time. We were on a little songwriting retreat weekend, just the two of us, at Mullaney, just west of Mullaney, at a place called Crystal Waters Permaculture Village. And the song was inspired by an Amnesty International article that was about
Villages in Brazil.
Villages in Brazil and the mortality rate,
Amongst
the
the native.
infant mortality rate among indigenous people.
Yeah.
And yeah, we first released it on our first full-length album, High Life.
Yeah.
But it's been ages since we've performed it or sung it, and we're getting ready to sing it again as part of our 30th anniversary concert in just a few weeks.
Yeah, it's not long now.
It's not long now.
3 and a bit weeks.
Ooh, getting excited.
Shall we?
All right, I just want to say hello to a few people who've popped up on here. Hello.
I might put Stealing together, what do you think?
Yes, yeah, do that. Jan says, it's been such a long time since I heard you sing Little Birds. Always been a favourite song. Thank you so much, Jan Breeze.
Thank you, Jan.
Robin says, there's 3 people in this house adoring Little Bird. Thank you. So Robin, Andrew and Trish, I assume it's Trish who's there. Trish often comes over, your neighbour and friend, comes over for a cuppa with Kath and Jay on whatever night we're doing it. It's nice that the 3 of you get together to watch together on your big screen. Sharon O'Fee says, I'm loving the bass. I guess you're meaning the stomp box that Jay's playing with his left foot. And
it's good because I'm sitting down. I don't actually have to stand on one leg to be able to play.
Yeah, it's
Whenever
nice.
I stand up playing it, I end up with a bit of a leg ache.
Yeah, I get the same thing if I play piano standing up. I've got one foot on the sustain pedal, going on and off the sustain pedal, and the other leg gets stood on the whole time. All of your weight is really on one foot, and you get a sore hip from that after a while. Sharon says, I wish I could come to your 30th anniversary concert.
We wish you could too.
But you'll be in China. China.
Well, it's not far away.
It's not too far. You could pop back. I hope you're going to be having a wonderful time in China. I have never been there. Jay's been there. He did a 10-day walking the Great Wall tour back in 2014, and I stayed home and looked after the choir and our little boy. He was still little at that time.
So one of the things on my bucket list. Another one is walking the Camino, which we may attempt to do in September. We're looking at the possibilities of doing the Camino Portuguese, which starts not in Lisbon, but a place called Porto, which is a sort of train ride south of Lisbon in Portugal. So we're thinking of doing that. Well, it can't have escaped anybody in Australia's notice that we are having a lot of trouble with being able to use our rights to freely protest things that we don't actually agree with that our government is doing, and we're experiencing increased police violence and increased suppression of peaceful protests. This song is kind of about that. I wrote it probably in 2001 when I was in the UK, and it has a really good history there. And I can't go into that now, it's too long a story, but when I came to Australia and we were looking at the same situations occurring, and I guess
the climate protests,
protests,
clamping down on climate
so
protests.
I sort of rejigged the first verse at least to reflect the Australian condition, and that was
2019. That's before COVID.
So we're looking at a song that is 7 years old and is unfortunately becoming more and more apposite every day.
Well, more than 7, because you wrote it first during the Iraq War.
That's true.
So, yeah, it's had a life, it's had a journey, and it's still relevant.
Continuing to do its job. I know that the Council of Unions Choir are singing this at the moment.
They are. We
In
wrote
response.
a 4-part soprano, alto, tenor, baritone arrangement for the Brisbane Combined Unions Choir to perform, and they did that a few years ago, and they're bringing it back into their repertoire now because, it's really still relevant, sadly. But I wanted to say hello to Leanne. Hello, Leanne Dobson. Leanne says that she's still on the road on the camping trip, but they've split off from Jen and Pete and Janelle and Danny because they wanted to go somewhere different. They're in Berry. How's Berry? What's the weather like there? I hope you're having a wonderful time on your camping trip. And Sharon says, my great-grandfather came from Amoy in 1850. So you're going to go and visit where your great-grandfather came?
Oh, how cool is that?
Wow, that's just going to be amazing, Sharon. I want to hear all about it when you get back.
Definitely. I loved China. I thought it was great because we were visiting places where the normal tourists didn't go, which I really thought was fantastic.
It's dark out there now, but we can still hear the ocean. Can you? Can you hear the ocean?
The ocean and the cicadas, they're still going.
Stealing My Democracy by Jay Turner. You want me to do it? I wasn't sure.
I'm as angry as I can be. You made such a fool out of me. You treat native title as if it's a joke. All your pretty promises go up in smoke as you and your cronies extinguish all hope. Stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom, stealing my democracy, a little more each day. Now you made yourself some handy laws, so you don't have to listen to me anymore. I can march in thousands through these city streets, calling for change and protesting in peace. Daily your intimidations increase. Stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy, a little more each day. Well, I'm sick of your media spin, papering over the mess we're in. You only want the saying is true. Will anything worthwhile be left when you're through? Stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom. You're stealing my democracy. A little more each day. My parents fought for humanity. Not this facade you're selling me. They bought me the right to disagree with you. And anything you do, one day I'll get you out. There'll be an end to this fear and doubt. I hope to heaven that I can find someone with integrity, someone who's kind, someone with the good of the people in mind. Instead of stealing my democracy, cutting back on freedom, you're stealing my democracy. A little more each day, you're stealing my democracy. Cutting back on freedom, you're stealing my democracy. A little more each day. A little more each day. A little more each day. A little more. Stealing My Democracy, aimed at Chris Minns
Chris Minns and
and
Christopher
anybody
Lee.
else who thinks that they can stop us from speaking about the things that concern us, especially when they pertain to other human beings, such as the genocide in Palestine. And they're trying to ban us from saying certain phrases. And one of our songs mentions a phrase that is now being outlawed.
Well, it hasn't been outlawed yet.
no.
Christopher Lee's trying to
They're
outlaw
trying to outlaw it. I'm hoping that it won't
We're
happen.
gonna fight
But
that.
in case that happens, we will change the lyrics to that song to be even more meaningful. So watch this space.
Thank you for all your lovely love hearts. So that was first recorded on our 2006 album, Hey Penny Tweedle, recorded in the UK. And released just when Joshua arrived, actually.
Yes.
And then
the album and Joshua arrived
We
the
didn't
same
promote
week.
it because we had a baby, so it sort of was not so much of an album release, but Jacob describes it as an album escape. But the song,
Escapes most people's attention at the same time.
the song stands, and it was re-recorded in the 2019 form
Yeah,
for your
on my SongMan album.
SongMan album, which I think you put out in 2022. Early 2022, I think, for your birthday in early 2022, just before I got my brain tumour diagnosis. So that one sort of escaped as well.
That's true.
Leanne says it's been raining for 2.5 days down in Berry. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of fun.
Gosh, it's
On
a
the
lot
road
of rain.
is not fun. But at least you've got a nice dry caravan, Leanne.
Do have a lovely
If it
dry
had been our camper,
caravan.
we would have
Yes.
been trying to pack up a wet canvas camper.
Yes, that's not much fun with our sort of camper when it's raining. We also do have a little leak in the roof of our camper, and the camper's been.
Only just recently.
I would argue that it's been the last few trips whenever it's rained, there's been a leak. So we've got to repair that.
Haven't had a chance to remasticate it.
And this is not the old Millard. This
It's
is
another,
the new Jayco camper. It's
another
only
job to do.
Another 2007. It's a 2007 model.
Including
camper.
all the maintenance on the cars.
Yeah. All of our stuff is secondhand and getting old, so it requires maintenance. Claire says, I love little birds. Thank you, Claire. Aesuk is here. Hey, Aesuk and Uli. And Robin says, there's a happy green frog outside joining in with you. Can you hear
Actually,
a
it
green
might be the
frog
frogs
here?
instead of these cicadas. It might be the frogs.
Do you mean at your house or here?
No, at their house. How can they see a green frog here?
Here one.
Oh, can hear a green frog. Oh, that might be right.
I'm not getting any charge to my phone, Jay.
Maybe it's got pulled out down there. The black one, that one there. Yeah, give it a try. Have a look.
No,
Turn it round. Turn the plug round. in
I
your
just
phone.
did.
Oh, okay.
I've tried all the things.
Doesn't look like it's going in.
Ah, this time it's worked.
That's good.
Good. All right. Now we're getting charged. All right, what are we doing now? Are we going to do Lucky Premonition?
Oh, yeah, I think we could, couldn't we?
Oh, do you need to change tuning?
No, I've changed it already.
You've already changed it. This is a song that was written here, in this place, 2 years ago. Just on 2 years ago. We released it as a single at the end of last year to mark our wedding anniversary, 30 years.
Yeah, got quite a lot of airplay too, which was good.
It did, and of course we've got the 30th anniversary of Mundy-Turner concert coming up, so we're going to be performing it there for sure. It's all about when we first met each other, which is nearly 31 years ago, on your birthday,
It's true.
12th of March,
12th of March,
1995,
Oh,
at
my
Port
goodness.
Fairy Folk Festival.
Where did that go?
Where did that 31 years go since we first lapped eyes on each other? So
not-
yep,
it's
that's
just
what
not
it's all
possible.
about it. I know,
Not possible.
just like that, it's gone.
Okay.
But it's been wonderful. I hope I'm in tune. Am I in tune? It's a ukulele.
Close.
They always sound a little bit funny, don't they? Even really good
Oh,
ukulele.
you're right.
My E string. There we go. And I remember when we were writing this song here, we got the refrain going. It's going to be all right. We know everything's going to be all right. So we had a premonition when we met each other that things were going to be good, going to be all right. But when we got to the end of the songwriting, we were like, but it's more than all right. It's so much. It's been so much more than all
change the
right.
chorus.
So we were like, okay, the chorus becomes more than all right, and the song originally was called that, More Than All Right. And yeah, it's true. It has been more, much more
It's
than
been a lot more.
just all right. Here we go. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
silly song in
We're
celebration.
very lucky though. We know how lucky we are. Doesn't mean that we don't have our moments. All couples have their moments.
We do.
But the thing is, we just tend to
We say that was a moment, then we move on.
move on, don't we? It's like, well, that wasn't important. It actually was just one of those things that ego getting in the way. And what really matters is our love for each other.
What we also sort of worked out fairly early on was that...
Thank you for all the love hearts.
Thank you for all the beautiful love hearts. We worked out that any of the troubles that we were having seemed to actually come from things that came from our past. And we decided that we would consign those things to the past. And once we recognised that, we could actually sort of go, hey, that's something that it doesn't come from us. It doesn't originate with us. It originates with something else from somewhere else. And we don't really need that, do we? And we just move on. So the Mundy-Turner train keeps rolling, or the river keeps rolling, as we always say. If we find a boulder, we flow around it. If we find rapids, we flow over them. And Mundy-Turner keeps going.
We do. The Mundy-Turner train. Asook says, that's my favourite song. Oh, thank you, Asook. It's a fun little one, but with a lot of significance to us. Paul says, yes, they ban a few chants today. It was on the 6 o'clock news tonight, just before your broadcast. Shame, shame, shame. What is wrong with saying what you feel and believe? What is wrong with standing up against a genocide?
Yeah.
When was that?
Well,
when was that wrong?
When turned itself upside down.
It's upside down. Like when the Holocaust happened in World War II, it was said, never again. Never again. That means never again for anybody. Not just never again for Jewish people. It should never, ever happen again to anybody. And when we see it happening, we have to speak out.
We do.
And I've learned an awful lot more about the whole situation, Palestine, that I didn't know about. And I feel quite ashamed of myself for not really understanding it until after October the 7th. And then my eyes have been opened, and I've seen what the Palestinian people have been enduring. They had nothing to do with the Holocaust.
No.
Nothing to do with the Holocaust, but yet it's great racism that has made them pay the price.
Nothing to do with the recent terrible shootings in Bondi, down in Sydney, and neither did the protesters have anything to do with that.
No.
And it's been
scapegoating
a matter of having to be
people.
proved that the shooters actually had any religious or political affiliations of any sort. So they appeared, and this has been sort of quietly pushed aside, they appeared to be paid actors, paid by whom we're not really sure. But certainly peaceful protesters about the genocide in Palestine had absolutely nothing to do with it, which is why they should not be attacked when they go out and they peacefully protest having a war criminal invited to their city. So anyway, you know where...
What was World War II for? We're told that our Anzac soldiers died in World War II for this freedom and democracy, and yet we're allowing our democracy right now to be eroded beneath our feet.
Not on my
We're
watch.
not going to allow that. We are going to stand up for the oppressed. Hello to Annie. Annie Reed says, what a lovely way to start the morning. Thank you. Good morning to you, Annie. And I think I saw your comment earlier that you were in Stonehaven, Scotland, which is a beautiful place. We love Scotland.
One of our favourite festivals in the world.
We
is
love
Stonehaven
Folk Festival.
Yeah.
We've had many wonderful times
I think we played it 2 or 3 times.
At least,
Something
yeah.
Like
Who else have I missed? I hope I haven't missed anyone else. Oh, Kay Morris is here. Hello, lovely Kay.
Hey, Kay.
She says, hi, Kath and Jay. Good to see you. All right, I think we're going to finish off now because we're on holiday. Lisa Dickinson Brown. Hello, Lisa. Again, Lisa's my ex-yoga teacher in the UK, and she says, I have that CD. The Halfpenny Tweedle CD, I think, yeah, that's probably the one that we recorded when we knew you. Robin says, the frog is in our house. Lovely. There might be some frogs out here too. We're 5 stories up.
They're still going. It's still going.
I think those are cicadas that I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah. I still didn't know whether any of you can hear the... do you hear the ocean? You might have to take the phone out there so you can hear it. Not on my turf, says Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Good on you, Paul.
Tash Jade is here and says, hello, Kath and Jay. How are you both? We're well, thank you.
We're really good, thank you.
And Sharon says, so many Indigenous people are oppressed. What's happening to the Palestinian people is horrific. We all need to be doing what we can to build a liberated and just world. Hear, hear.
That's right.
That's right.
Couldn't agree more.
The oppression of Indigenous people around the world is absolutely horrendous.
And I think the thing about it is that it's actually been happening for 200 years.
More.
Longer.
More, Jay,
You
more.
know, ever since Christopher Columbus went to the Americas, ever since the British invaded India and China and all of those places, all of this stuff has been going on.
It's got to stop.
Yeah.
We've got to build as you say, a liberated and just world, and that's what we're fighting. That's what we're working towards, a liberated and just world for everybody.
Yeah, what's happening now is just pinpointed it up, and the social media, of course, is there to be able to
What are we doing?
keep us all informed. We're going to do Mind Over Matter's Blues, I believe. This is the song that the first song I actually sung in public in Australia back in 1995 when I was over here as a solo artist, exotic import from the UK.
You were a very exotic import.
Yeah. But I was my first big festival was Port Fairy, and I was the opening act on the Friday night at Port Fairy, and this is the first song I sang. So thanks very much for joining us this evening. I hope you've had a lovely time with us. We always enjoy your company, and hopefully we'll see you, at least some of you, at our concert. Can you stop doing that? It's driving me crazy. At our concert on March the 21st, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Kingston Butter Factory. Come down there. There's also the Devon Pixies Cafe down there, which is right on site. Is putting on a special Lucky Premonition high tea. So if you want to get along to that, you'll have to book because I believe they're running out of spaces. But anyway,
they're going to do a tiramisu as part of the high tea, because they said to us, have you got any favourite foods? And we said, oh, we like tiramisu. They went, yep, we can put that on the high tea menu. Yeah. So there's tiramisu, and because we like chocolate, there's chocolate brownies on the menu, and there's also a lemon myrtle mocktail. It's not an alcoholic one, I'm afraid.
No, we don't want people drunk at our concert, although it might help.
It might help,
it might
actually.
Help. Anyway, okay.
All right, thank you so much.
We'll catch you all next week. Well, he's a man with a mission full of indecision. Yeah, he's got ifs and buts and onlys, and he's crowded but he's lonely. Oh, he's got motion and velocity and things he couldn't possibly do. He tried just as long as he's wise. And as tall as he achieves, and if that's all that he believes, he's got the mind over matters below. He's got no links or position, only anchors of ambition. Yeah, he's got goals and guidelines, but he's sitting on the sideline. While his world is slipping by, and he stares around in wonder at the failures he designed, and he illusions he was under. And he's visualized an ambush like a worn-out shoe. He's got the mind over matters below. He's all dressed up and playing, but he observes and saying, who and what we wear and mostly why I. So he says it doesn't matter, he says it doesn't mind. And he looks around and catches himself in a line, and he's got flexible saying?
happened to
I
you?
got some nuts stuck in my throat.
A nut stuck in your throat. No
must
more
have-
nut eating.
No more
before
nut
singing.
eating. Well, that was early this afternoon.
You
Oh
poor
my goodness.
darling, you're going red in the face.
Yeah, I didn't quite choke to death, but I'm all right.
Amazing that he kept going with that high-powered verse. There's lots of lyrics and there's hardly a spot for you to stop. There isn't.
No.
There's not a spot for you to stop.
I shall have a glass of wine to celebrate surviving that song.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. It's just been lovely to have a nice, relaxed Friday evening chill with you
By the seaside.
by the seaside. We're going to
Sending
take
lots of love to
this
you.
out on the veranda so you can hear the ocean a little bit more. Paul says, thanks, well done, Kath and Jay. I always like being here, listening and supporting you. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And to everybody.
Enjoy wherever everyone keeps safe. Enjoy the rest of your getaway, and I'll catch up when you return. Yeah, we'll see you at choir. Hey, Paul. Chris Morris is here saying, go, you good things. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris.
All right, guys.
Amanda says, true artist, Jay. Yeah, total professionally kept going even though he's choking. Oh, hello, Erica. Erica says, yes, I like that song. Thank you, Erica. Good to have you with us. Great people at Devon Pixies, says Amanda. Yeah, they are really good. So let's support their business as well, because we really love supporting local businesses and family-owned, family-run things.
And it's a win-win for everybody, because the food they serve is delicious. And then you can come on to the concert afterwards. So
Yeah, make a day of it, a celebration.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Kath and Jay, says Sharon. Thank you for being with us, Sharon.
Thank you.
And Amanda says, enjoy your break. Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks a lot.
We will see you hopefully soon at choir. Enjoy your holiday, says Annie Reed. Thank you.
Thanks, Annie.
And there's the moon. Oh,
Ooh,
the moon is just peeking out. I don't know if you can you make out the moon there, people? Look, 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 there it is. There's enough chink in the cloud. There's been such thick cloud with all this rain.
Oh, and look, there's a ship out on the horizon. Look
Oh,
at that.
there's a ship on the horizon
A
too.
cruise ship.
Can you see there's a ship? Is it a cruise ship?
Yeah, definitely.
Some
Nothing
sort of a,
that- there's
it's
nothing
just
that
like a
big
little,
That isn't a cruise ship.
yeah, that's a ship on the ocean just
Yeah.
there.
Heading for Brisbane, Port of Brisbane.
All right, everyone, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Go well.
Go